What's good? Healthy and motivated people. What's good? Those of y'all that's trying. You know what I'm saying? You know, what's good? You know, hopefully y'all motivated. It's a gorgeous day. You know, every now and then, I share these runs with y'all. Because like I said, life is motion, motion is movement. And if you're not moving, then you're not getting it done. But yo, I be working out. I be thinking, meditating. And if I get a message that's giving birth to within me while I'm doing me, that I want to share with you, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And in my meditation today, I was just thinking about this opportunity. And as you can see, I got that Xooma shirt on. And people be like, yo, why are you so, so focused on this one thing? It's like, look, don't forget that you go to work. You might go to church, mosque. You might be a part of a club, family outings, social events. Never for one moment think that I am a one-dimensional person. But I want you to think about, as a Xooma member, whether you're a member or not, about all of the brands of foods, drinks, snacks, restaurants, clothing brands. Look at your closet, right? Full of brands. And if you're really honest when it comes to the food and the drinks and the snacks, whether it be Nabisco, Crisco, or whatever, it could be your favorite fast food restaurant. It's still a brand. But I want to ask you to ask yourself two questions. Are the brands that you loyal to, that you're indirectly marketing for, that you are indirectly advertising for, speaking for, modeling for, are those brands paying you? How y'all doing? Are they making you better? Are they educating you? Do they really care about your outcome and the outcomes of your family? In a lot of cases, the answer is no. But when you running, walking in the park like me, I see Dasani. Sometimes I see Aquafina. I see Fiji. I see people eating fast food. People gonna do what people want to do, right? But now I want you to ask yourself this question. Are they paying you for your referrals, for your loyalty, for your word of mouth? Are they factoring you into their profits, their sales, the transactions that they are either directly or indirectly making off of you? So let's just in case Facebook cut off what I was saying to you, to think about how many people you have directly or indirectly sent in the direction through your word of mouth and your shared experience to other companies' brands, right? How many of them are factoring you into their profits? How many of them are saying, you know what? You are a valued customer and we appreciate you sharing your personal experience with other people, and we're going to show that appreciation by creating a system wherein if people that are inspired by you to experience what you've already experienced and what you are experiencing, we're going to make sure that you're compensated for that. How many brands in your kitchen and in your wardrobe are factoring you into their equation? So this is the simplicity of it. And I'm going to break it down to a trot, because as a Xooma member, you have something in your possession. In these day and times with hyperinflation, health, sickness and disease at an all-time high, wherein your membership, your Xooma Worldwide membership, family, is literally like a piece of stock. The only difference between this stock or your membership and the actual stock market is that you get to control and to determine the value of it that it possesses or that it accrues for yourself. You don't have to play guessing games when it comes down to what your membership account is worth to you. Now, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's just take two popular fast food places, right? And I'm not gonna name them, but they put themselves in position to be open for business so that anybody that chooses them can just walk in and get whatever it is that they want, from the least cost or price, the most minimal price item on their inventory, to being able to actually go to invest into the actual brand as a franchise. Think about what I'm saying. Just think about that for a moment. They don't try to dictate or try to make anybody do anything. All they doing is putting themselves in position to be chosen. They're gonna let you know what they had to offer you, and based on what kind of consumer you are and what you desire, what you want, what you aspire for, out of what they had to offer is there. There's no pressure. Because if you pass that restaurant by and go inside the other restaurant, it's gonna be 5 other people, or people gonna choose to go in and get in where they fit in with every opportunity. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing with what you see me doing. You feel me? Some of y'all be wearing Coca-Cola shirts. Some of y'all wear all, everybody, or I ain't gonna just exclude myself. We wear brands, from clothing to sneakers. We tell people about things all the time. I did a post on my page, right? It says that Americans are sleeping in storage units. People are sleeping in their cars. People are renting U-Hauls and turning the U-Hauls into like little apartments. Now mind you, I'm not trying to knock what nobody choose to do, but in my mind, I would like to think that the people that's in those situations do not consider those to be ideal circumstances. If anything, they're survival circumstances. Something didn't go right with their plan economically. But what if they had another $1,000? Let's start small, right? $1,000 They don't gotta sell their time to get this money. Or they a little of that money that they throwing away and they on bullshit into organizing themselves before it gets to critical mass, right? Imagine what that $1,000 of residual income could have did for those people that's sleeping in storage units in the back of U-Hauls and that's sleeping in their cars. But why wait when anybody that runs a business or has run businesses in the past, you know what overhead is. Overhead means that you can't say that you're profiting off of your business investment if you invested $5,000 to millions, because people invest in businesses on different levels, right? But you have not stepped into profit until you got your money back that you invested into that upstart. And your overhead, that's cost of your daily, monthly, your monthly operations, your payroll, your supplies, whatever kind of guidelines or licensings that you might have to pay just to stay open. You know, you might have to pay a fee to register every season or every month or every year annually. So your overhead is cost for you to just do business so that you can get paid. But with Xooma Worldwide, that's why I say, you know, $100, that's $3 a day and some change. Think about that. Not hundreds a day, not thousands a day, but $3 and some change a month can put you in business. $100 a month. And a lot of y'all are spending $5 to $20 a day or more on lunch breaks every day. That's like $50 to $100 a week just on your lunch break. But that money is not making you no money. It's just one time deal. You spend it, you eat it, it's gone on to the next one. But you're not planting a seed. Xooma Worldwide is a place, it's a gold mine. And I know a lot of people, you know, some of y'all feel uncomfortable talking about money and making money until you run out of money, and then you gotta beg people for money. You gotta do GoFundMe. When it's time for you, when you're in need of money and you're in need of philanthropy, you don't have no problem talking about money then. Right? But cool, because like I said, this might not be for you. But back to the restaurants, I'm looking for the people that want what I want for themselves. But there are different degrees of those types of people. Some people are just going to want to experience the products. I'm experiencing the products. Say still want what I want, you still want what I want. But I want more than just the products. You see, because to really understand the real true value of what's in front of you and what you possess helps you to understand that you was loyal to Kellogg. You probably are still loyal to Kellogg. You are loyal to brands that are making you unhealthy. Pepsi, Coca, all these people, all of these corporations and sub-corporations. And you buy these products at exorbitant prices. More for more, you pay more of a cost for a less quality value. And in a lot of cases, you are an uneducated consumer of these brands. Either that or you don't care, right? But if you really was an educated consumer, chances are you wouldn't be so loyal to those brands that's not even paying you to brandish and to advertise, whether it's directly or indirectly. You're still representing that company. So that means that you're paying higher prices to get lower quality products and goods, and then they ain't even giving you no kickback. And in a lot of cases, you ending up in hospitals. So I'm about to get to the vegetables. If you are a Xooma Worldwide member, or you a network marketer with a quality company, my question to you is, if you know that what you have found or what has found you is helping you and has helped to improve upon you and your family's lives, you possess value of experience. You have your own truth, which is priceless. Why aren't you sharing that? Why wouldn't you want to get your products that you buy for yourself for free? You may say, how do I do that? Doing what you do for free already. You don't have to sell it. Sell it. When you went and bought those Jordans, you didn't try to sell those Jordans to somebody, but you got them on. Why? Because you're proud of the fact that you have Jordans. So you're going to wear the Jordans. People are going to see the Jordans. And they're going to say, oh, I like that. I like how you wear that. And whether they tell you about it or not, they're going to go buy them some Jordans. Now, do you think that Nike is going to give you some kickback for that? Nope. Unless you put yourself in a position. So if you're a Xooma Worldwide member or a network marketer, and you know that whatever it is that you have found or has found you is the Michael Jordans and the Maybach and the Benz of the ever aspect of the industry, you know what I'm saying, of this global industry, if you know that your niche, my niche is health and wellness, and I know for a fact that I've evaluated practically, I won't say all, because there's always something I have that I don't know, but I know they don't got what we got. They don't have what we have. So I can speak with confidence and truth in saying that it's not a competition, but you got what you got, but we are the ones that's going to help you in what you already have to be better and to work better than it is without us. What are we? We icing on your cake. Now you can have cake without the icing, but who wants to do that? Yeah, I almost fell, but that's what being agile is all about. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna trip up out here. But we're the icing on your cake. We the icing on your cake, baby. And it's up to you to see that. But even if you're not with us, why would you just want to be a consumer putting out the money and you got an opportunity, you're going to tell people about it anyway? You're going to tell people about it anyway. So if you got a company that's saying, hey, you know what? we gonna give you a free website. You don't gotta pay for it. You don't gotta pay to upkeep it. You don't gotta create it. You love the products anyway. You gonna have a green bottle. Somebody gonna ask you, hey, what's that floating in your water? What's that? Hey, these are minerals that I add to my water because basically without it, it ain't no good to me. It's up to the people whether or not if they want it or not. Cause you gonna do it anyway. Just like I'm out here running. I'm tripping. I'm caught in the reality. You know what I'm saying? And even if I fall, I got so much confidence in myself and what I got and what I am and what I possess that I'm going to get right back up and keep it moving. Now, I would love to do it with you, but you think for 1 minute that because you don't run, because you don't shop, or you might not want to get this money, that I'm not going to keep doing it and getting it and making it? No. It just means that you got what you wanted out of it. You might buy it one time and never buy it again. Guess who's not mad? I'm not mad. Why? Because why would I get mad at you? Come on, boss. Why would I get mad at you for about what you choose to do or don't do with your own money? Or because you don't want to make no money. At least not with this company. I'm not mad at you. If you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy such and such next week. Okay, I did my part. I told you where the best stuff is at. If I tell a guy, hey man, you go over there and get the best haircut of your life, and the barber's in there say, hey, I give you $20 off of every haircut, new haircut, a new person. Come on, boss. I'm gonna cut you in if you send me some paying customers. Do you think that that's gonna stop me from doing other things or slow my life down? Nah. If I meet somebody that want a haircut, you think I'm not gonna send them over there where they do the best haircuts and get them $20 a head? They be like, oh, I don't got time. I got too much on my plate. How is that when you still spending money? The company do everything for you. They handle transactions. They pay their own employees. They got their own warehouse. They got their own customer service. You know what I'm saying? They got everything. They do everything for you. So, you don't gotta quit your job. But if you get 4 customers, or you come across 4 customers that want to improve upon their health, like you do, and they shop through you, the company is like, oh, thank you. We're gonna send you $100 or $200 this month. But now what happens if that person, what happens when those 4 people meet other people? The company is also saying, not only are we gonna pay you for what you send to us directly, anybody that go through the people that went through you and that went through them, we gonna pay you for everything that you send to us directly and indirectly for generations. What brand or company in your kitchen, your car that you paid $50,000 for, $100,000 for, some of y'all $200,000 vehicles, you marketing. Alright? You marketing. Because every time somebody see you in that Lambo, every time somebody see you in whatever you riding in and they like it, they gonna be inspired to say, damn, I want me a Lambo one day. But guess what Lamborghini not gonna do? Lamborghini not gonna send you a check for helping them to step their profits up, damn. So we gotta be able to talk about money too. Cause a lot of y'all are sick. You want the products. You see the value. Yeah, I hear y'all. Y'all just barking though. Yeah, y'all barking. They doing their job though. But don't wait until you sleeping in the back of a U-Haul or in your car, right? Don't wait until you in a shelter to get on TikTok, right? Don't wait until, you know, you gotta live in a storage, right? Fam, y'all always talking about organization. You always talk about unity, but y'all don't want to organize money systems that's gonna keep you out. Alright? That's gonna keep you out of living in a storage. That's gonna keep you out of having to sleep in your cars. That's gonna keep you out of shelters. That's gonna keep you from getting evicted. See what I'm saying? And all y'all gotta do is get 4 people that got $3 and some change a day, $100 a month. Set that on autopilot. Create your free website and soul train that money. 400 $100 orders, 4 $100 orders become 16 $100 orders. 16 $100 orders, 64 $100 orders, 128 $100 orders. And your money that the company is breaking you off with, you know, I'm gonna wipe my 12, my 6, my 9, and my 3. The company gonna make sure that as the orders in that volume go up, your money gonna go up. So why leave money on the table? So what I'm gonna do, I'm here for the customers, for those that just want the product. You know, I value you just like you value me and you value the products. But always remember, you can be proactive. Because I'm gonna stop, because I'm out here in traffic, right? And I want y'all to get this game. Because there's too many people out here suffering right now. There's too many people out here talking about, oh, because of inflation, you see what my juice look like. I gotta cut back. But when you cut back on the quality of your life and your living, you and your family suffer. Because now you're at the mercy of those cheap ass brands that don't care about your health, don't care about your well-being, don't care about your blood pressure, don't care about your diabetes, right? Right? Don't care about your whether or not if you get cancer or not. Now you at the mercy of the doctors. Now you at the mercy of everything that you should be defending against. Self-defense is not just karate, CCWs, grappling, trapping, and boxing. Self-defense is economics too. cooperative economics. And Xooma Worldwide has a way for you to take a little bit amongst yourselves, your families, your social circles, your health club, right? At the gym, your family reunions, right? Wherever you may be in a supermarket and meet somebody that need help. Through conversation, people let you know what their needs are, what their problems are. You're in a position as a member to share their answer with them. What we can't do, we can't make them accept it, but we can make an offer and say, hey, you know what? This is what I've been doing. This is what I have. This is what has been working for me. And leave it up to them. But if they do want to take advantage of it, whether they want their health or they want to make another grand or two a month, like I said, that extra $1,000, that extra $2,000 of residual income, you have an accident, you get laid off, you have a health bout, the extra $1,000 or $2,000 coming in where you don't got to get up and leave the house, that's going to hit your mailbox, your bank account every single week to every single month because you shared some products to help other families to be healthier. You can't tell me, fam, that that's not worth the effort, that that's not a worthy cause, that that's something that you should be embarrassed about, because you talk to people every day about things that taste good but are no good for the people. Some of y'all banging cigarettes, some of y'all banging whatever you banging, but it's a one-way street. I'm about to finish my run though, but my message to you as Xooma members, realize that you have a health and wealth gold mine, but you got to do it together. $100 a head, free websites, soul training, 4 times 4 times 4, 5 times 5 times 5. See what I'm saying? It's something. It's valuable in every way. So don't let me, I don't think there's nobody on my page that is living in a U-Haul or back in a car, whatever. And so, hey, all you need is an address, a mailing address, a social security number, and the will and the desire to get this money and to get your health up and to keep it up. It's your brother. Holla at me if you need help, whether placing an order or you haven't set up your website check. Get at me. I don't mind getting on the phone and helping you activate and register. It only take a few minutes for you to register, create and register your Xooma link, your website link that you can have to share with anybody that want to put themselves in a position that you yourself are already in. And I'm out of here. Y'all take care of yourselves and don't keep sleeping on this opportunity. You see, because you have an answer in your possession that it's a lot of people out here that don't know it yet, but they do know that they need help. Whether it's with their health or they need some extra cash coming in the house. You see what I'm saying? Or they might need both, or they might just want it. Don't be afraid to share it. Don't be afraid of somebody telling you no. People say no in a lot of cases because they don't know better. See what I'm saying? And with that, I'm out.